Your marks are okay, but you are not smart enough for science, beta. Take commerce. Uncle, commerce students strengthen the economy, revolutionize banking sectors, improve economic relations between countries, and can also win Nobel Prizes for conducting experiments to alleviate global poverty. So if someone tells you take commerce if you're not smart enough for science, show them where the door is.
अरे तू जा रही
The problem is not with commerce. The problem is you don't know what commerce courses are available, why to do them. But thank God you're here. Because today we have with us these commerce professionals working in banks, reputed institutions, big four consultancies. And they're going to tell us if commerce is all about money, then why are commerce students not making any? So it doesn't matter if you're thinking of choosing commerce or have already chosen it. This video is for you because today we are going to see which UG degree is best for you. Professional certifications like CA, CS, and how to crack them, how to choose a college, including details of scholarships you can apply to. And finally, I'll share with you how to use all of this information to figure out the best commerce job for you. Towards the end, I'll also announce a series of free online career webinars where you and I can discuss your career questions, along with learning about career opportunities in commerce, science, and humanities. These webinar details are also in the description. Now, without further ado, let's begin. After completing 12th, commerce students have two options: a UG degree or a professional certification. An undergraduate degree like BCom or BCom honors provides a foundation in a little bit of everything like accounting, finance, economics, business administration. It's good if you've not made up your mind yet about what you want to do. But professional certifications like CA, CS are for students who know for sure that they want to become a chartered accountant or a company secretary. And some of them land jobs even without pursuing a UG degree. We will understand in a minute if this is a good idea or not. But before that, let's first look at some UG degrees and the professions they can lead to. The most common UG degree you might have heard of is BCom.
Plain BCom. This is the Mumbai University that I'm talking about. So it gives you an idea of everything. You study accounts and finance, you study IT, you study financial management like shares, stocks, and you study banking and insurance.
Then you have degrees like BBA and BMS that prepare you for the business world and management positions. Degrees like BA focus on the principles of accounting and finance. And BFM focuses on financial markets, stocks, risk management, investment analysis. Such a fancy list, isn't it? There are two problems with it. Number one, not all colleges provide all of these UG degrees. And number two, it's impossible to look at a basic list like this and choose a degree. But don't worry, I am going to tell you how to take all this data and decide which commerce career is best for you. Until then, just hang on tight and take screenshots whenever you see a list. Now, here's a list of some stream-neutral UG degrees that even commerce students can take up after their 12th, which includes degrees in hotel management, law, fashion design, tourism. Wait. So the best commerce job is outside commerce, huh? No, I'm not saying quit commerce. But if in your 11th and 12th, there is this voice that came from inside and you've started cooking with an inclination towards hotel management, or if you've started creating a graphic design portfolio, then all I'm saying is that as a commerce student, you have the option of pursuing these UG courses as well. If you want me to make a separate video about any of these stream neutral careers like law, fashion design, hotel management, then comment and tell me. We'll meet separately in another video. Now coming back to commerce and moving on to certifications. At the beginning, I said that professional certifications are taken up by students who are sure they want to become a chartered accountant or company secretary. But there are some other reasons as well why students choose CA.
I came from a rural background. If I have not completed my CA, if I done become in some rural college, no, I'm sure it would be very difficult for me to get an opportunity in a company like this.
So by choosing CA, I had this option that, I can prepare the exam by myself, at least entrance exam. And once I clear this entrance exam, I can choose to live in, my hometown was near Lucknow. So I could be reachable to my home.
Some students prefer CA because they can prepare it from any part of the country. These institutes help students with job opportunities as long as they clear those examinations. And some students like how CA grooms you as a professional through articleship as a part of the CA journey.
You have to rush to the office, rush to coachings, do your self-study and manage all this, this routine.
That's a beautiful phase in this entire CA journey. You'll interact with the CXOs, CEOs, CFOs, you'll be mostly preparing the financial statements Even though CA sits, in the front seat, you're the person who mostly speaks in all those meetings. The kind of exposure you'll get, the kind of confidence that is built over the process.
Make you solid in terms of your personality, in terms of your communication skills, and in terms of your knowledge as well.
But it is not all rosy. Those scary stories you've heard of how CA is too tough to crack is unfortunately true for many.
Sometimes, not always, result will be positive. When we started, there are 4 of us, two of them, dropped off because they couldn't clear the foundation itself. Another one of my friends still trying to clear the finance. There is something called aggregate concept. Even though you pass in all subjects, you have to get a certain aggregate, 50%. By 1 mark, people are losing their group. It's really painful to see.
Don't go to another video. Wait, CA certification is tough, yes, but a UG degree can make things simple. This degree not only works as a backup in case things don't work out, but also as a bonus in case you clear your certification. I asked Sanuj, who's working for EY, what he could have done differently. And this is what he had to say.
I'll do graduation. I'll definitely do graduation. All your public sector undertakings like IOCL, CPCL, so they come to placements. They specifically choose for candidates who have completed the degree in the regular mode and who have completed their CA. If you want to pursue masters, sometimes CA is mostly acceptable, but if you want to pursue your masters abroad, the degree will help you a lot.
So if you are disciplined enough to handle both a UG and a certification, then I have some good news. There are some colleges who will help you with this Himalayan task. Colleges like NMIMS, St. Xavier's, Christ University, and a lot of them offer early bird BCom degrees in which classes are completed early in the morning and the students have the rest of the day to prepare for CA exams or upskill themselves. Some colleges also offer integrated courses like BCom plus ACCA so that you get a degree and a globally recognized accounting certification. Okay. All of this is great. But what professional certification is best for me? It depends on what areas you are interested in. Here's a sample list of professional certifications along with their focus areas. As you can see, CA certification students are interested in taxation, auditing. Company secretary students are interested in corporate law, governance. Actuary students are good at math and statistics and can work in insurance, finance, and consulting. And then there are certifications like CMA, CPA, ACCA, CIA, which can add to your resume depending on whether you want to work in India or abroad, what areas you want to specialize in, so on and so forth. This one is simple. Just go to Google and type best commerce colleges in my city. But better than Google search results are your seniors. Look where they got into and ask them what other colleges they were considering. If location is not a problem, then here's a list of good commerce colleges for you to check out. Once you've made a list of 3 to 4 colleges that are most accessible to you, here's what you're going to check for each of these colleges. Courses they're offering. Try to get in touch with the student already studying there and ask them how the faculty is, how the facilities are, what is the on-ground reality of placements, do they conduct workshops or get you involved in extracurricular activities to develop your technical and interpersonal skills? Do they allow internship opportunities while pursuing the course? And last but not the least, how much this package is going to cost you. Normally, finance specializations are a little bit more expensive than just commerce degrees. So find out if you are eligible for any scholarships.
For every college, even though if it is a private or government, you'll get in Karnataka, the scholarship scheme is called as SSP, State Scholarship Program. In that, you will get a scholarship between 3 to 5,000. And one more scholarship is there. After completing your UG program, you will get one scholarship called as prize money. Like that is for everyone. If you score the marks above 60%, you will get 25,000 scholarship.
So scholarships can be by the government, private, or educational institutions. Here's a list to help you get started with your scholarship research. Some are merit-based, need-based, or based on specific majors. My only advice would be to start your scholarship search early so that you don't miss the application deadlines. And last but not the least, along with these things, do not forget to check the eligibility criteria on the college's official website. If you're lucky, they'll only consider your academic performance. But there is a test called CUET introduced in 2022, which is an all India entrance test for admissions into various UG, PG research courses, which is accepted by multiple universities. So appearing for CET is not a bad idea in case you change your mind about colleges, or if your colleges changes its mind about eligibility criteria, which happens more than you think. Placements are a messy business. During orientation, some companies will promise you the world, but give you
Baba Ji ka.
Few companies came, what they were offered the placement, that job can be done by BCom graduates also. There is no specific need of MBA graduates to do that particular job. And few companies came, they hired the MBA students, but the job role is totally different than what they have mentioned in the job description. But it is not related to your education, whatever you have learned in it. Just an eligibility criteria.
Look, a company will offer what they have, but you as a student can also look out for roles that you are interested in. The job categories commerce students can get into are consultancy, banking and financial services, accounting, insurance, industry, and all of our favorite government jobs. This is what Thanuj had to say about government jobs that commerce students can apply to.
Your public sector companies like IOCL, CPCL, they pay significantly well. Again, it depends on the classification of those companies. The oil companies and all, they pay 18 lakhs as a basic entrance pay. If you go to the second level, manufacturing and all, they pay around 12 to 15 lakhs. There is a Group A service called Indian Caste Accounting Service. It is as equal to as IAS or IPS. It's Group A cadre. This is not open for other graduates, like how your other Group A services are. For example, IAS, IPS, it is open for any graduate, right? But these are reserved only for the commerce stream students.
Now let's ask Melzina how, as a commerce student, her experience has been working for a bank.
Banking job is such that initially you are going to be put with people, like talking to people, helping them over the counter. Even if it is something as little as going and having a housing loan inspection. तुम लोगों से बात करते हो, वो experience मिलता है ना, वो I don't think is possible in a corporate. So it is important, I feel, that students should prepare for entrance exams, banking exams. IBPS is Indian Banking Performance Selection. It is this site available, and they always have their calendar out in the month of January. And IBPS के जो exams होते हैं, usually all banks prefer going from the IBPS module only.
It will take some time to learn about all the entrances exams, jobs, interviews. But one way to learn it sooner than later is to stay in touch with professionals, understand their story, and see if you can learn from their experiences. Which brings me to my only question for you. If you had the opportunity to talk one-on-one for general advice with any of the commerce professionals, like the ones you heard today, who would your top 2 picks be? Is it someone who freshly appeared for and aced 3 placement interviews? Is it a CA working in a Big 4 or someone who shifted from science to CA? Is it someone like Melzina working in a bank? Or is it a career counselor for general career advice? Your answer is important to help me decide which direction to take our work in. I would request you to not miss out on answering this question. I will be waiting to read your comments. Now, before I tell you about my free online career webinars, let's look at the last section of today's video, the ultimate plan. The career paths commerce provides are plenty. So to figure out which career option is for you, here are the 3 steps you need to take. Step number 1, figure out your interests. Take that list of UG courses and professional certifications and read about them. Check details like their syllabus, their time commitment, and the kind of jobs they'll help you land. You can use the method of elimination to remove the courses you don't like at all. Now, out of the ones that are left, note down the top 3 courses that appeal the most to you. Step number 2, figure out your college. For the courses you have figured out in step number 1, search for colleges that provide those courses and are in the city you want them to be in. List all the colleges that meet these 2 criteria in a table format like this. Write the course name, college name, eligibility criteria, which includes any entrance exams they might need, how good their placements are, and how much this is going to cost you. Step number 3, figure out your favorite job category. But how can you even do that as a student?
In Bangalore, I see people study only during the first halves. The colleges are only during the first halves. In the second half, I've seen many people building skill around Excel, which will be used once you join your, in your professional journey. Try to invest your time around that. If you want to pursue certifications, start learning, from the day 1 of your graduation. Don't just stop at a graduation is what I would suggest.
Secondly, only the newspaper helps, like keeping yourself updated. You know a certain field that you want to go. Like for me, I wanted to go into bank. So पूरे newspaper में I was not interested in कौन सा political party में क्या हो गया, कब हुआ, कैसे हुआ. I was more interested in ये बैंक में ये हो गया, ठीक है, चलो बाय हो गया. That's it. So mine was clear. It didn't bore me also.
Okay, I read the news and I know Excel. But what if I still haven't figured out where my interests lie?
When you think of a commerce book, what excites you the most? For me, commerce सोच के मुझे रघुराम राजन जी याद आ जाते थे. ex governor. तो मुझे हमेशा लगता था वाओ यार so fascinating. और एक इनकी स्टाइल when he comes he talks मुझे बहुत fascinating लगता था. So something which fascinates you in work in those lines, and in case there's nothing like this, that is also fine. You can always take up internships, like 3 month internships in places. You will get certified, but also you will get to know कि यही करना है कि नहीं करना है. नहीं करना तो move on. My bank itself it recruits people as apprentices for 4 to 5 hours. Of course, they pay them really less, but what matters is the learning that they get.
So those were the 3 steps to find out the commerce career that's best for you. I know all of this sounds like a lot of work, but you know what's worse?
If you are good at scoring marks, then they will suggest you to go for BCom. If you're not good at it, they will tell you to go choose like subjects like Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration.
You don't want a random college suggesting you a course based on your scores, without understanding your interests, your goals, or your strengths. But this video was the first step in ensuring that you won't let someone else make those decisions for you. And if you have more questions, then I have some great news. We are going to discuss all this and more in detail in our upcoming free webinars where you and I will talk about career options for 10th and 12th standard students, commerce-specific careers, how to use AI to create a path for yourself, expert talks related to a specific career, and a lot more. This will be a recurring online workshop, and if you want an invite to it, all you need to do is fill in the Google form mentioned in the description and write to me detailed questions you have about your career. The more specific your questions are, the better I can be prepared to answer them during the session. This workshop will have a lot of information and a lot of activities. So send this video to your friends as well so that all of you can attend it together and be interactive. Your career is your responsibility, not your parents, not your relatives. Yours. So never be afraid to ask questions. I am Taskeen, this is The Urban Fight, and I'll see you in the next video. And hopefully also live in one of the workshops. Now go to the link in the description and send me your questions. And don't forget to comment and tell me who are the top 2 or 3 professionals that you would like to talk one-on-one for commerce career advice.